Alright, hello 6th grade and welcome back. Today with Miss Tate, we are going to be kicking it up a notch and doing something a little bit more complicated. So please be ready, get your pencils out, and be ready to follow along as Miss Tate works through this problem. Make sure you're on the side that says Tate time. Alright, so let's check it out. Miss Gonzalez loves shopping at her local Fiesta for Chihuahua cheese. Miss Gonzalez, as you know, lives in the East End, and she grew up in the same area like you guys. She purchases 2.25 or 2 2/25 pounds of cheese that costs $4.80 per pound. When you guys go to the store and you go to a deli, you have to purchase a certain amount of food, and they're going to tell you how much it costs per pound. How much change should Miss Gonzalez receive if she gives the cashier $20? This is something you might experience with your families when you go to the grocery store. This is something that we need to know as we grow up, and we're trying to be the mathematicians in the real world. So let's check this out. First step, underline the question. Our question word is how. The question is, how much change should Miss Gonzalez receive if she gives the cashier $20? There's a bunch of important information in this question. I see the word change. I see she has $20. These are all things that are going to help us as we try to solve this. Box the numbers and units together. So, it says she purchases 2.25 pounds of cheese, and it's also $4.80 per pound. This $20 is also very important because that's how much money she starts with. So, we have 2.25 pounds, or 2 2/25 of a pound, and it's $4.80 per pound, and we're going to give them 20 bucks. And we want to figure out the change. So the change is really the key word here because we're trying to say we're giving a transaction. We have money, we give them money, we're going to get some money back. Now let's draw a diagram. So there's actually two ways that I want to solve this problem, and I'm going to show you both ways. I'm not saying that you have to do both ways on your backside for the independent practice, but I want to see two different ways because I think both ways will help you guys understand this problem better. This is method number 1. On your notes, you should have both of these methods. So method number 1, I'm going to draw 1 hole, 2 hole, and then a smaller part. This is because we have 2 whole pounds and 25 hundredths. For those of us that are really thinking, 25 hundredths is the same thing as a quarter. If it's the same thing as a quarter, that means that it's about 1/4 of a whole. Because I know that 25, 50, 75, 100, that makes 4 quarters make $1. So we know that this one should be $4.80. This one's going to be $4.80, and this one is going to be 1/4 of $4.80. Let me show you what I did there again. Each pound is $4.80 per pound. So 1 pound, 2 pounds, and then 25 hundredths. 25 hundredths is really just a quarter. So it's a quarter of $4.80. So I know that 1/4 of 480, how I can show that is doing $4.80 divided by 4. This will tell me how much a quarter pound or 1/4 of a pound will be. 4 ones divided by 4 makes 1 1, and 8 tenths divided by 4 makes 2 tenths. So this cheese is really $1.20 per 1/4 pound. Oh boy, that was a lot. Let me just show you what I did again. So we know that each pound is $4.80. So 1 pound, 2 pound. This decimal is the tricky part. This decimal is telling us 25 hundredths. I know that 25 hundredths is like 25 cents. So 25 cents, if I think about 25 cents, that's really 25, 50, 75, $1. That's why it's 1/4. So if I have 1/4 of the total pound of the next block of cheese, I'm trying to figure out 1/4 of 480. This is going to be less because it's only 25 hundredths of a pound. So then I can do 480 divided by 4. Luckily these digits are pretty easy for me to divide by 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And that's why I get $1.20. So that means that this one is only $1.20. If I want to figure out my total cost, I need to do $4.80 for the first pound, $4.80 for the second pound, $1.20 for the quarter. Add that up. $10.80. That's how much the cheese costs. This is my 1 pound, my 2 pound, and my 25/100ths of a pound. But the question, we always have to go back to the question. The question is, how much change should she receive? Change tells me that we're going to give her money and then we're going to get something back. So we're going to give them $20 and we are going to subtract $10.80 because that's how much my cheese costs. Okay? When I do that, 0 minus 0 is 0. There's not enough tenths, so I need to go all the way to the tens place and make this a 1, make this a 10 ones, and then change that to 9, and then 10 tenths. Whew, that was complicated. Okay? 10 minus 8 is 20 cents, and then we have 19 minus 10, which is 9. $9.20. Whew! I can check it because I like to check my answer. 9.20 plus 10.80. That makes a dollar here. Regroup the dollar. $20. Check. I know I have it correct. So I actually just went through all the steps. Underlining, boxing, drawing a diagram, solving, and checking. So I know my answer should be 9.20. Whew! That was a lot. Remember though, this is just way number 1. I actually want to show you guys a different way to do it. I think most of you are going to be more comfortable with way number 2, but I want to see who can really stretch their thinking and think about it for way number 1. Way number 2, well, we're really just saying, okay, so I have 2 25/100 pounds of cheese. This one's going to be 480, this one's going to be 480, and this is a little bit of 480. It's not the whole thing. So what that tells me, I can really just do 2 25/100 pounds of cheese times 480. Because if it was 2 times 480, that'd be 2 pounds. But this little bit more, we can multiply to figure it out. So let's start. 0 times 5, 0, 0 times 2, 0, 0 times 2, 0. Okay. Now we're going to bring down our 0. 8 times 5, 40. 8 times 2, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 16, 17, 18. Ooh, now we get 2 zeros because we're moving over 2 place values. 4 times 5, 20. I'm going to cross those out because now I'm the next number. 4 times 2, 8, 9, 10. 4 times 8, or sorry, 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 more. 9. Yikes. Now we need to add all those numbers together. 0, 0, 0, 8, and then 10. I know I have how many, where I should put my decimal, and I have this big old number. This number could be 108,000. If Miss Gonzalez spent $108,000 on cheese, she would probably be a millionaire, and she also might be a little lunatic because that's crazy to spend that much money on cheese. So, we know that we have 2 numbers after the decimal here, and 2 numbers after the decimal here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. My multiplication answer is 10.80. $10.80. This is how much she cost on the cheese. But remember, on the STAR test, they're going to put $10.80 as an answer. We have to be careful. They're constantly trying to trick us. $10.80 is how much the cheese costs, but that does not answer the question of how much change should Miss Gonzalez receive if she gives the cashier $20. So we have to remember to integrate, which means we have to remember to use the number 20. So we're going to do 20 minus 10.80. Okay? When we do that, we can do the subtraction I did over here again, or I can just say, well, 80 cents to the next dollar would be 20 cents. That would get me to 11. 11 to 20 would be 9. So the difference here would be 9.20. Okay? So we can see both ways I got the answer 9.20. I just showed it in totally different methods. Okay? Method 1, uses a visual to help me understand, and I can use addition. Method 2 helps me use multiplication, because I'm really just saying, well, I have 480 2.25 times, so I can multiply $4.80 times 2.25. I'm going to be really, really careful and do my griddable. Some students are going to put 1080 in the griddable. That's just the cost of the cheese, not the change. So my griddable is going to be $9.20, making sure we're using our decimal very, very carefully. This was a tricky problem, you guys. Thank you for taking your time to really pay attention. You can think to yourself, which method do you prefer? I will not tell you that you have to use both methods, but I do want you to figure out which one you're more comfortable with. Now what I'd like you to do, take your paper, flip it over, and silently begin working on this back problem, which is pretty similar, and I want to see you can handle it. Remember, you can use either a visual with addition or a multiplication method to solve this problem. Take your time and show me what you got.